All right. We live. All right. Mr. Tory, Lowe, can I get you over here? Let me get your position. Yeah. Grab the stool. Make sure they can see. Yeah, that's okay. Them was mine too, man. I used to eat them all the time. Them and Boston baked beans. Boston baked. I just bought some the other night. Here, let me get you a microphone. All right, y'all. We live with Miss K. Shout out to Miss K. We got my man Tory Lowe. If you don't know Tory Lowe, I don't know where you been at. He been deeply rooted in the community, trying to. You got the Chico sticks going on.
Sticks right here,
yeah. You got to keep some snacks on you. I keep snacks going. What I do.
I was trying to calm down. Came in here, got turned up.
That's what everybody do. They get to looking. And they be like, whoa, Bo got everything in here.
Got everything.
We call him Hawaii 5 Bo. This is Hawaii 5 Bo now. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Living life. But what's up, brother? What you introduce yourself to those who may not know you if they've been under a rock or been in the joint or something.
Rock.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Tory Lowe. I'm an advocate in the city of Milwaukee. There's some issues going on 9 times out of 10. I'm going to be dealing with them if it's from the north side. I'm actually going out through the state of Wisconsin right now. I then gravitated into different other townships.
Right.
And then I'll be in Cleveland on the 27th with the National Action Network talking about violence in America.
Okay.
So that's
so it's like a big, maybe
it's a Midwest
conference.
Convention. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be a panelist on that.
All right, and they reached out to you.
Oh, sure did.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I'm by request, so I don't search for it. You know?
Right.
But if you can get to me,
it's probably a long list too.
If you can get to me, we gonna get it cracking.
Now, what started all this? Your passion for helping others and things like that.
Well, when I was around 15, I got involved in the church over here on 222 East Center Street, Bethlehem Temple Church, and a minister brought me to church, and he was wasting my time, basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I wasn't even trying to hit none of that, and then God touched me at 15. Like, man, I felt the spirit. Like, I don't know. I wasn't into it. I'm a realist. Like,
right.
So after I felt God's presence in that church, I started coming every day on my own, trying to make sure that I understood what this was. And then I was a deacon. They made me a deacon. I was a deacon for 7 years. Then I went off to college. And then when I went off to college, I kind of broke loose.
Right.
Started having fun, got in a rock band.
Oh, wow.
Went crazy. Just started having fun. Like, opened up out of my shell, explored a little bit, kind of saw the world a little bit. Doing rock and roll. Sometimes I was the only black person in the building.
Right.
And then
What you do in the band? You played an instrument?
I played acoustic guitar a little bit. Then,
okay.
But I was usually the front man. I was doing a lot of the organizing. I was doing a lot of the rapping. I was rapping and I was singing.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man.
That was a long time.
Branching out.
UHC.
UAC?
Yep.
That's what's up. So ever since then, you was just like, I'm gonna help people. What?
No. What happened was I tried to settle down out there,
right,
in Minnesota, and I got this job at this packing house, and I had a degree in mass communications, so they had to give me like this job in management that was like $75,000 to $80,000 a year.
Right.
So I was doing parts. I was ordering parts for this packing house, and then one night these cats thought that they was gonna come jump me, and throw me in the hog grinder. And then from there on, it was like some white boys. They said they was like KKK or whatever they was. It took me like 4 years.
You say where was this?
This was in Worthington, Minnesota, way down at the bottom. I think it's I don't know. That ain't Blue Earth. It's like Nobles. I think it's Nobles County. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got into some real stuff down there, and I was the only brother down there. And next thing you know, it took me 4 years to get out of it. Like, I can't even explain it in this little bit amount of time, but
right. I
ended up winning my federal case like 4 years later, and then I got the formula, how to get them.
Right.
And I've been on it ever since.
Right.
You got to go through something to learn something.
Yep.
And I think that taught me to win that federal case, showed me how to get them.
Right.
When I say get them, I'm talking about tie their ass up and throw them in a box.
Right.
So I've been like that ever since I came home. A lot of cats didn't understand what I was on when I came home early, but I was already made. I was made in Minnesota.
Right.
So I mean, these cats was like kind of funny to me because they wasn't saying the right language, like because I already had got the formula from that federal case how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So these cats was talking. So I went around for 2 years, just looking like, who is this? Who is that? What they talking about? Like it took 2 years to start cleaning up neighborhoods, just sitting back, just trying to figure out the landscape.
Right.
Then once those 2 years was up, it was my turn.
Right. So what was like the first? Because I know you help individuals. What was like the first? Like you don't have to get the details or know any names or nothing, but what was the first like case that you had? I don't know.
Derek Williams.
Okay.
Derek Williams. When that family came and approached me about Derek Williams, I didn't even get on the Derek Williams case right away. I sat back because I was like, I didn't know they were saying he was a felon. They said he robbed somebody. I didn't really understand how they. I didn't understand demonization, like when they demonize you.
Right.
So I was coming out of a pure racist situation where it wasn't no brothers. Then I came home and it was all brothers. So I had to get used to how the climate was back in Milwaukee as an adult because I was gone for 11 years.
Right.
So I was out there just dealing with pure racism.
Right.
Then I had to come back home and deal with some Uncle Tom type shit. So it was like a different vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Derek Williams, they was like he a felon. He wasn't none of that. He had a few child support issues. But so I got into the case and we ran with it 2 years.
Right.
And then after that was the legal. Well, while I was doing Derek Williams, I ended up getting 4 more cases at the same time and organized that illegal strip search lawsuit. Wallen Brothers got that money for the illegal strip search. So I was doing all of that.
Right.
But anybody that messes with me gonna go to federal because that's all I know.
Right.
I know to take it. You need an attorney, and you need to have the right things around you before you get out here and get to yelling. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But marching and protesting was only advertised. It was like back in the day we couldn't let our community know we didn't have the money to pay for a commercial, so we would hold signs. It was just advertising.
Right.
It was just, hey, this is a problem going on, letting everybody know. It was like a cheap commercial. We standing on the streets all day holding up signs was awareness.
Right.
But a lot of people, they got that misconstrued. They think that protesting and marching is going to solve some problems. Which it was just to bring awareness. Then you need the attorneys to come in and really put that paper trail on them, and that's how you do it. In America, it's all about putting that paperwork on people.
Yeah.
Because they're going to put it on you.
Yeah, because I went through a situation with child support here, and because it's terrible. Something needs to be done about that situation.
We working on it.
Yeah, and I want in. And it was like, at one point right there in this courtroom, I said, because I was just getting fucked over each way.
Right.
And it hit me. I said, you know what? And I said it out my mouth. No lie. I said, y'all screwing me over because I was dumb enough to come in here without an attorney.
Yep.
And y'all didn't even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even... Then my eyes just opened because I'm like, they her attorneys.
The state gave them to her.
Yeah. They advocated for her.
Right.
So I just walked in here. And they just like, you don't know that. And I'm like...
Well, I always tell people, if you understand the logic behind the birth certificate, you'll understand why you end up in child support. Once the baby is born, they make you sign this birth certificate. Right. And the birth certificate is signing your child actually as a property of the state of Wisconsin.
Right.
So that's why when you beat the child and they see a mark, you damaging their property so they can come with the GPS, which is the government agency to try to get the child from you that you thought was your child, but you signed the child over to the state when you was when it was born.
Right.
So you just holding your child.
Right.
Until, that's why I say, like, that's crazy. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing going on. But I had to learn that. So a lot of people get coerced into signing these birth certificates, not understanding what they really doing. That's how you become state property. That's how you can go to jail because you belong to the state. You really don't have a say. The police can really govern you, and the state laws apply to you.
Right. You're right. You know what? When I was in the House of Correction, they was doing, when I got there, they was just doing a bunch of bullshit. I mean, they was and it was all didn't sound right. I'm like, this shit illegal,
Right.
because here it is. I could go take a nap and wake up and all my privileges gone. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the fuck did I do? It was two other motherfuckers who I don't even know, and I'm in an adult facility. You know what I'm saying? So I know shit. I started writing the grievances. So I know that's just the first step. You know what I'm saying? But man, wouldn't no motherfucker in there, and I didn't ask for no help.
Right.
But they wouldn't help. And it was cats that was like, they was mad. Like, man, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. Like, why you care?
But that was ignorance, though.
Right. Why you care what I'm over here doing? I ain't even asked you for no help. But listen, I was going through this, and I wrote the NAACP. I wrote everybody, right? And this one guard, he said, try the jail inspector. So I started writing the jail inspector. I wrote 3 letters. The man came up there, and this had been like a couple months. Mm-hmm. Everybody telling me wasn't nothing, but I'm like, I know what I'm doing. And thank God my mama put me in the Chapter 220 program, because I know how to write.
You went to the good school.
Right. You would, if you didn't look at my card, you wouldn't know that I was a black dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm using words, and I'm like, man, this is concentration camp like conditions. You know what I'm saying? And dog came in there, got on all these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. He came and saw me in front of the whole dorm. You know what I'm saying? And told me I told them this and this, that, right? So when he leave out, every motherfucker celebrating. You did it.
Off of your work.
Right. You did it. But I'm like,
the backlash.
Man, I swear they must have waited till they seen his brake lights leave. They came and got me so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I walked up there with my radio on. They was like, you ain't gonna need that. You can take that back over there. I'm like, yeah, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And they got on me. So that made me, right then when I saw that I could actually get a motherfucker to come, you know what I'm saying, with my pen, I was like, yeah, I want to get into, you know what I'm saying, not for long, but I would like to, you know what I'm saying, help out and be on some shit. Because,
and help these cats, grow into a different space.
Right.
But like I said, Milwaukee is one of the worst places in the country for black people to live.
Right.
And statistically, across the board, a lot of people say Detroit, but Detroit got an auto industry.
Yeah.
We don't have an industry.
Right.
So we have to go through these phases where we have to actually regroup, reshape, rethink. We got some of the worst leadership in the country. That's over our people.
Right.
We got some of the worst elected officials. That's over our people.
Yes.
Well, like I said, if the Packers was losing, I mean, if the Packers have a losing season, somebody got to go.
Right.
Well, Milwaukee had 12 losing seasons, like back to back to back to back.
Right.
I mean, somebody got to go, and I think they all got to go. I ain't friends with none of them. I ain't got nothing against them personally.
Right.
But if you in the worst place in the world for black people, then the leadership is the worst place, the worst thing in the country for black people. So we have to make sure that we start voting. I think we have to have a movement for black men to get out and vote.
Right.
And I know we fell under the idea that our vote don't count. But that's what they want you to think. They want you to think. But we really control it locally. We have a better advantage voting locally to get things we want than we do, the president, right?
Right.
But like I said, we need to get our black men to vote, because I went to a thing for Obama, and I was shocked because they was trying to get gays and black women to vote. They didn't say nothing about the black men.
Right.
Which means they know that our vote ain't even worth. It ain't even worth trying to advertise to us for our vote because of the mind frame that we have that we don't vote, right?
Right.
So they weren't even wasting no materials or nothing on black men.
Right.
So I was like, that got to change. We got to step back in our place as far as understanding how this township thing works. We need to start understanding township, civic government, and citizenship.
Right.
We need to understand the makeup of a township and start introducing ourselves back to those ideas, because right now the way we're going is they have us where they want us because we're not even a factor in the political arena, which controls all the laws and all the monies.
Right.
So we got it. I mean, even if we don't like it, or at least on the local level, we have to, get back in the game.
Right. And you're right. It's all about that. And everybody, it's like I only want to be the man as far as my neighborhood in the streets and shit. Instead of trying, I'm like, more of us should be cops.
Right.
We complaining about the cops. Go be a cop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then help us out. Come back. You know what I mean? Because we need more people that look like us, that understand us. They don't understand us. You know what I mean?
Well, they like the fact that we teaching our kids to hate police and hate teachers, hate school.
Because they won't become.
Because they don't want.
Right.
They love that. They
Right.
love it when we out there standing face to face. I don't practice marching in the police face.
Right.
I feel like if you got 500 people organized, why don't you go through your neighborhood and squash all that beef? Why don't you take all these 500 people, knock on every last door, and grow that 500 to 1,000?
Yeah.
You know, get these brothers together, see what they want, come together and start healing each other in the community. Why would you take 500 people and stand in the face of tanks and police officers with shields and weaponry, and nobody ain't got no guns? And if you do shoot them, nobody ain't got no bail money.
Right.
And then why would you? And then if they all y'all finna get arrested, all y'all did was buy the police another squad car, another Glock 9.
Right.
Why is y'all doing that?
Yeah, you ain't gonna win.
Look, it ain't even that. I don't believe in giving my enemy money.
Right.
If I don't like you, I'm not finna give you no money. So why would I go get arrested to prove a point when I just bought you a new Glock? I just bought my enemy a new Glock.
Right.
With that fine that they just fined.
Right. Right.
So that don't make no sense.
Right. And the way I am with that too is that, and I tell that to my sons, I don't want to give no motherfucker the opportunity to put their hands on me and do anything to me, be treating me, you know what I'm saying?
Look, if you got 500 people mad, why don't y'all go to the neighborhoods, knock on all, you know how many doors in the community 500 people can knock on?
Right.
And really squash beef, people down the street really do some real communication with the people and build a real solid foundation. I mean, come on now. I mean, I see all of this and I just look at it. A lot of people think I do because I go and watch it. I used to go watch it. I never organized only rallies for violence. I fight against violence, and if you kill somebody, an innocent life, I'm coming to get your ass.
Right.
And I don't care if it costs me my life. You're not finna kill an extra. You're not finna kill no little kids. You're not finna kill no innocent women. You're not finna be no pedophile out here.
Right.
You're not finna do nothing out. If it's grown people stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
But when it comes to young kids and women and old people, I'm going to fuck you off.
Right.
I'm going to get you.
Right.
And that's the promise.
Right.
We got to stop that cowardly behavior in our community. I don't knock no hustle. Do what you got to do. We know the system. We know it is what it is.
Right.
But leave the innocent children and women out of it. Leave
Right.
the innocent old people, everybody. Leave the people out of it.
Right.
Do your thing. If you got to do whatever you got to do, but leave these little babies and these women and these old people out of it.
Right. Right. That's what's up.
You ain't going to be protected in the neighborhoods if you keep doing that. It ain't going to happen. You can't just run red lights at 60 miles an hour and hit somebody and think you're going to get away with it and kill some innocent kid. My cousins got killed like that on 35th and Cap.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm not... Right. I mean, if I could catch them cats, I mean, I was up. If I would have caught them, I swear to God, you know what I mean?
Right.
To me, I feel like we got to change, regroup, rethink, reshape how we dealing with our community out here.
Right.
And if we don't switch it up, put some discipline back on the streets, it's over with.
Ain't no real big guys out here.
Right. Because they knock. Right.
No,
right.
If dude playing basketball, no, dude, leave dude alone. You ain't at the court, you need to be at the crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That motherfuckers like you ain't got no people no more.
They scared of them.
But we got
they scared of the youth nowadays.
Check it out. We got enough cats out here that know better in this city.
Right.
Yeah, we got enough cats. I got some old teaching in me. I believe it's our generation turn anyway.
Right.
I believe the A.O. Smith generation didn't leave us nothing. They sold the businesses. They sold everything. They partied out.
Right.
And then we can't see a community full of a lot of black entrepreneurs. Like we see them, but they scattered.
Right.
But when the A.O. Smith generation was around, you could see a whole bunch of that going on. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of black ownership going on.
Right.
Now we struggling because every other race is in our communities, feeding off our communities, and we have to. And I ain't got nothing to say about other races getting money, but what I'm saying is we ain't getting the monies to circulate in our communities to make us rich, to give us an economic power to be a threat, and that's what's the problem.
Right. Right. And they don't give back either. I have an issue with that. You know, they don't give back to the community. We demanded Michael Jordan give back to the community, but Habib and Babu can post up and get millions. They sending their kids to college. You go in the hood, the newest motherfucking building in the hood is the gas station.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Gas station worth $500,000 and the whole rest of the hood tore down.
Yep.
And you paid for that.
But if you go to the South Side and you see all of Hispanics, they don't shop in nothing other than Hispanic stuff. You can't put up no other store up in their neighborhood and
Right.
thrive.
Right.
They ain't gonna support it.
Right.
They already know to support Jesus. You know,
Right,
they already
right.
know
Right.
you know what to do. They already got that in their mind that they gonna a regular store over there won't even last.
Right.
Because they're
Right.
gonna go to their own. You know what I mean? And if you go, I say if you think you got some power, then try to set up a store out in Pewaukee and see how long it lasts.
Right.
But the people in Pewaukee can set up right in our neighborhoods and be out there for 10 years.
Yep.
That's right.
And get rich. Like I say.
It's like the black kids like go back and forth. Business hurt themselves. The people, you know what I'm saying? Business be on bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers that charge high ass prices and shit. You got motherfuckers that charge high ass prices. They be like, or they'll do a certain person shit one way.
Right.
Then you come in, you a new person. They'll treat you like you know what I'm saying, this shouldn't happen to me, and I know other motherfuckers that did. Like, you look at him like, damn, dude done did that shit good as a motherfucker.
Right.
You go in that motherfucker, you get your shit, you like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And they still want that money. So
Right.
it's like, it's up and down. You gotta look at it like, yeah, we support our black business, but
Man.
y'all ain't treating a motherfucker right.
Yeah.
Spend their money with
Yeah.
you. Why, I'm gonna go holler at
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Hey,
so-
Yeah. We treat each other kind of bad. You
All
know
right,
what I'm
that's why
all
black
right.
business will never really.
I'll say it like this. A black business wants the black dollar, they need to make it the best service.
Right.
Like if you got good service, brothers gonna come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we ain't
True,
gonna have
true.
to argue about that.
Yeah,
Only
true.
time we actually, when black businesses used to open up, they used to set the trends.
Right.
Whether it was a cheeseburger joint or
Right.
whether it was a barbecue shack, if a brother was behind it, it used to be like everybody going to taste it.
Right.
But now, in today's time, in 2018, the service nasty. They got their baby mama working the register. You know what I mean?
Right.
So somebody
Right.
got an attitude up in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? It stank. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It smell the
I just
the
came
stank.
in and not got.
I mean,
I done had the hello. You know what I mean? Anybody? Is anybody go here? You know what I'm
Store
saying?
hours all messed up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Right.
stores
Right.
say it closed at 7 and it's closed at 5.
I went to get a shirt made. The dude told me, like, fam, I'm like, your shirt made 2 days. All right, cool. 2 days come around, nothing done. So I'm like, man, fuck it. I send my girl in to get the money. Like, we don't want my money back. My girl want the money back. Dude, like, so she was the problem with the money. He ain't trying to give it back. So I come in. Dude, like, why you do a customer? He's sitting right there. He's like, hey, man, why you want your bread back, dude? Well, I dropped my shit off yesterday. I'm picking my shit up today. That's exactly why I'm getting my money back right there.
Right. Right.
Give my motherfucking money back.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? My shit was still in the bag with the receipt and touch.
Man.
But you got 3 motherfuckers in here that just dropped their shit off. These your guys.
Right.
Man, I paid 2 days ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, why?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
can't fuck with everybody.
I
Right,
feel you. You
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
And like I said, we got to start regrouping and rethinking and reshaping our community. We got to start zero. We got to start like we just got out of slavery. We got to start. we just got to hit zero and just start doing what we think need to be done. And I think until that happen, and everybody talk about unity. Let's get some unity. Everybody ain't coming. It's too many niggas that sold themselves.
Right.
Like you can't even go with them because they sold out.
Right.
Unity don't mean everybody.
Right.
Unity only means like-minded people that's trying to get it.
Yeah.
That's all that is, and build it up. I'll start with 5, and then, you know, as you grow into 20, 30, 40, become a nation on, you know, you can't just have everybody coming because then it ain't going to never work because the people who just sold they self is up, that's how they get infiltration.
Mm-hmm.
It's infiltration.
This is second grade city, though. So
Straight
you
up.
can't really try to, like, you know what I'm saying?
You said what? It's what?
It's second grade. Second grade.
Damn.
Like, you gotta look at it.
I thought it was...
You got, I mean, shit, you gotta look at it. You got motherfuckers, it's basically circles, man.
Right.
You got a certain amount of motherfuckers that fuck with them. So
Right.
they ain't finna help nobody, but in they
It's
circle.
a click city.
It's a click city, basically.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta just build your own circle.
Build your own circle.
Build your own, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all just do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Make y'all powerful.
And come together on the major.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that. Like I said, I go to 6 different bird lines, and you see, it's right in the middle of the hood is a Jewish community. And they all got everything. I mean, it ain't no paper on the ground. It just look like a different walk. You walk into the Jewish community, then you walk out on the north. You walk out one end on the north side, and you come out on the other end. And as soon as you come out of that Jewish community, it go down.
Right.
You know, as soon as you walk into it, it go up, and then you go up. It's like, why can't we just understand town shit? I ain't got to believe what you believe. I ain't got to believe. If you believe in Jesus, that's what you believe in. If you believe in Buddha, what you believe in. Let's just cut your grass. You know, make sure we keep this property value up. Let's make sure that if something happened in the neighborhood, you keep your eyes open. You know what I mean?
Right.
For my kids, I'm going to look out for your kids. And look, I don't got to eat no chicken with you. I ain't got to be your buddy or nothing. We just working together to make sure that we overall protected. When we going to get to that point?
Right. Right, because you know what? I live in a neighborhood like that. Now, it's mostly white, but everybody kind of know each other and wave at each other, and I know the dog name and shit like that, you know. It ain't no trash and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know the same thing, but it's mainly white.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They understand property value.
And I started that too, because I've seen some motherfuckers come down my block, and I was kind of like,
motherfuckers that own their own shit.
Right.
So you got some people who don't even accept renters. You got to buy your house in that motherfucker.
Right.
So it's like, you know, a renter gonna treat a house different than a motherfucker that bought their shit.
Right.
Motherfucker bought their shit. You ain't finna sit in front of your house smoke weed all day. Like, you gotta move fuck around.
Right. And you
ain't finna just do certain shit in that area.
You brought up a good point, because man, I lost my train of thought that fast. Kids say no to drugs. But it had to do with what we were saying. What you was just saying?
About the renters and the...
Right. It made me be like, I don't even want to stay on a block, even a neighborhood with too many rental properties.
Right.
Because anybody could get in. You know what I'm saying? And, man, it could be a bad batch, and they gonna bring all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? And they say, you know, it's break-ins and all kind of shit.
Well, when you around people that don't got nothing, like Milwaukee have one of the highest unemployment rates for black men in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it has one of the worst school systems in the country as far as test scores. This is like documented, and it's one of those black folks that made this up. White people can judge the education and the unemployment. They come up with that. So when you look at it and they say that even if they say this is the worst place for black people to live, then you got to really look at that, because this wasn't no Black Panthers that said this. This wasn't no militant group that said this.
Right.
This is people who could judge their own systems.
Right.
That did this.
Right.
So it's going to give you an endless supply of violence. And the two statistics that you got to look for when it comes to violence is poor education and unemployment.
Right.
That's it. A lot of people will try to, if you don't understand those two concepts, people will drag you, talk about put guns down, let's do this, let's that, just gonna stop the violence, let's heal the community.
Right.
If you ain't finna bring no jobs up in the neighborhood where people can make a living wage, and if you ain't finna change the programming of the schools to make the schools better for kids to actually start graduating and going on, you know, I ain't saying go to college. I'm talking about graduate, maybe have a degree in some type of trade. You know what I mean? There's a 2-year trade of nursing. You know what I mean? You don't have to always go off to college, but they not gearing us for that.
Right.
They gearing us for to go to jail.
Yeah.
The high school jail pipe.
Because
when I was growing up, you know, we had the Votech. Like, you used to go welding, all like that. But down south, when I was growing up, we had, it was like Votech. We used to go off to like places like teach you how to weld, teach you how to hook up, electric shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you graduate from high school, you got damn near a trade. So all you got to do is go to the trade school and just get your certificate.
Right.
You already,
like
you know,
job
already taught you everything.
That like
but
job
they don't do that no more. Yep. They don't do none of that shit.
The only reason they stopped doing that is because they saw that they don't want to equip most urban communities with the ability to feed themselves.
Right.
And they know if you get a 2-year trade, you don't even have to go to a 4-year college to get a 2-year trade.
Right.
All you got to do is just have something that you can survive with. And now, since we not voting, since we getting in politicians who selling little influences to the Western culture, you see our community being stripped right in front of our face. Mm-hmm. A lot of people say, what did Obama do for the urban community? And you can get 5 brothers in here, and I would love to hear what they would say.
Right.
What did Obama actually do for the urban community?
Right.
But if you ask him what he did for the LGBTQ community,
Right.
you can name about 5, 6
That's
things.
why they put him in
And
there.
if you can ask for, whites and all these other races, you can. He did for Hispanics, he did immigration. He put a veto. He made sure that was he did something to where that wouldn't be they wouldn't be able to get them and take them and put them back to Mexico.
Right, they was letting them get driver's license and everything.
Some stuff with immigration. So, but when you ask him break down what he did for the black community, you can't even name nothing unless you got a grant from him.
Brother, I asked that. I said, what did he do for you besides give you more food stamps? You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
said Obama phone. So one time somebody said they got an Obama phone.
I heard that one too, though. The Obama phone. He helped set you up a little bit.
Did you hear that about the phone? I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you're not paying attention to, it's 2 ideas you really got to pay attention to. It's colonized Negroes and it's liberated Negroes. And colonized Negroes are free within an idea that a white man is running.
Right.
So it's a lot of money in colonized Negro. Like if you're willing to be a token Negro for the white man, for the European idea, you could get a lot of money.
Right.
That's a colonized idea, but you putting the black face to his colonized idea.
Right.
And back in slavery, they called it the house Negro. Right?
Right.
So then you got the liberated Negro who want to be independent, who want to own his own stuff, who want to be a man, who want to raise his children. And they don't like that. They don't want too many of those running around here.
Right.
Because the black male has been decapitated since slavery. They worked to decapitate our manhood.
Right.
But I noticed when I went over to Potawatomi, and I was doing a few things, and I saw that the Native American male is in his right place. They didn't decapitate them. They negotiate. You see they got their face on the trolley.
Right.
They we gonna put you to money. They negotiate.
Right.
And then you got the Hispanics. They trying to decapitate them. Send them back to Mexico. You see Trump, they trying to get that whole movement to decapitate that man because they family orientated and the man is still in place in the Hispanic neighborhoods. But when they come to our neighborhood, it's a statistic say the black woman is the head of house here in the urban neighborhoods. The black woman is the head.
Right.
And so we have to change that dynamic so we can start getting back into space where we can negotiate instead of begging.
Right.
And I think right now they don't respect us because they don't even respect our vote. Like people say I don't vote, whatever. That's a trick. So whoever put that out there was a part of a COINTELPRO or some working with the federal government. Whoever sent that idea through our community, there's 2 ideas that they sent through our community that we need to check the fuck out of. It's that no snitching. If you killing little kids and all that, you need to go take your ass home. And the no voting. Like, I don't want to vote. It ain't going to help us anyway. Right. That was, I believe the federal government operated, put some parents out here to do that because now they don't even ask for the black male vote, which means that they don't even, when they look at you, you have no power in this society. I mean, they tell us to go vote, and I was taught, like, man, they ain't going to do nothing for us. Right. I was taught that.
Right, yeah. You heard, everybody heard that.
I was taught that.
If you black, you heard that coming
like,
up, man. That shit ain't going to do nothing.
But on the local level, it do.
Right.
Like, walk up into a school and say something as a parent. They ain't going to change things. Because they know that on the local level, you can change things.
Right, yeah.
Right? Outside your house.
Sure can.
You can change anything in your township, your immediate township.
Even with platforms like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is loud.
Right.
This is loud.
Right.
It could go.
Get on people's ass. Now, Tory, Lowe, we got J-Wingo, so tell us what you got coming up and give them your Instagram and how if people got a problem or something, how they can reach out to you, get on the list.
You can hit me up on Facebook like everybody else do. If you can catch me on Facebook, inbox me. If we're not friends, you're going to have to come into a comment. Tory Lowe on Instagram. I only deal with Facebook and Instagram, so if you got a Facebook or Instagram, you hit me up. And other than that, just catch me in the street. That's right. That's it. If you can't catch me in the street, then that means you ain't out here.
Got a date for the CPS thing yet?
Oh, we got the CPS thing October 3rd.
Got a lady that used to be a CPS social worker.
She wanna come?
She want to be a part.
October 3rd, I think we're gonna have. I'm gonna post it on my page. Tory, Lowe, King. October 3rd, we'll have the CPS.
Okay, I'll be down
meetings.
there when I'm done.
I think it's either going to be at Washington Library or at Center Street. I'm going to have to figure that out. But I think it's either. We got it booked for one of those. But we're going to be talking about CPS, so let everybody know.
Right.
Oh, and I'll be in Cleveland September 27th at the National Action Network Midwest Conference as a panelist talking about violence in America.
Okay.
It's big right there.
So,
That's what's up, man. You got to take a film crew.
ah,
We got to get that. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got to get that.
I got a degree in mass communications. You give me an iPhone 8 Plus, I can do anything.
Right. Right. That's what's up, man. Brothers with degrees. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. I was supposed to do, but I thought that crack rock was go get me. I thought I was gonna have a mansion and all that. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't do it. Go get something, man. Do not do it, man. I graduated high school. At least I did that, guys. You know what I'm saying? I did a little MATC until the financial aid check came. You know, I was out of there then. You know what I'm saying? It was over.
He went to flip.
Right. I went to flip it. You know what I'm saying? You know it didn't work. That shit never worked. You know what I'm saying? That shit, now I was sitting there regretting it broke. Like, man, I should have just stayed in. You know what I'm saying? You mean they keep giving them to you? I could have got more than one? Oh, man, that fucked up. But anyways, man, I appreciate you coming down, man. God bless you, man.
I appreciate everything you're doing. Like I said, you've been out here for a long time, grinding.
Right.
I'm proud of you. It's a very few brothers that I see over the years, and they still doing and elevate.
Right. I appreciate that, man.
You know, I remember we fed the homeless when I first came home off of 27th in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then we had that picnic out there. That was like one of my first years home.
Right.
So I was learning who was the brothers out here on the grind and who wasn't.
Right.
Like, consistency.
Same with you. You still been at it. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
Y'all stay at it. Whatever you doing, stay at it. It'll start working.
It's gonna work.
Stay at it, man. Do not quit.
That's the truth.
If I'd have quit, you know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? Because I was this close. I needed some money. I said, oh, man, I'm finna go get a job. And I said, I can't do it. I just can't. And I didn't, and I ain't got to, so, you know, it's a blessing.
Next?
J-Wingo. We got J-Wingo. You been holding tight, man. He got 2 cameras. Big time.
Go live on the artist page and the regular page.
Wait, I'm getting a little feedback. We might have to, can you set them up against here?
The phones?
Yeah. Because I'm getting a little feedback. Yeah, see, it usually be from the phones.
Okay, there we go.
Meal Figure Clothing in the building. You know what I'm saying? Joe, everybody, look, dropping off. Look at that. Look at that, dropping off. J-Wingo, what's happening? Hey, y'all, before he start talking, man, if you don't know who J-Wingo is, I like this dude, man. I like to see him perform. I like his style. Look at him. Matching. Bow tie.
Bow ties every day.
Bow tie. Hey, anytime somebody wear a tie, man, you know, that make you feel like they important or something. I see somebody with a tie on them, I want to treat them different. You know what I'm saying? Than a briefcase. Somebody said that was Rick. I said I was gonna start carrying a briefcase. I ain't want to get robbed though. I be in the hood. Somebody gonna start wondering what's in that. What you got in that briefcase? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the bow tie is perfect for branding. If they don't know me, they know the bow tie.
Right. So what's going on, man? Introduce yourself, and we gonna ask. Oh, okay. Meal Figure Clothing. Yeah, please hook up with.
No, man. I'm J-Wingo, man. I represent the smooth. Goddamn it. That's the smooth side of hip hop. I mean, staying above the negativity, all the extra bullshit, not deep diving or paying too much attention, or not a smooth minute to the goddamn negative and everything that's always out here. I mean, you look on social media, that's the first thing you see is the negativity. So, I mean, I'm trying to dip and dodge that. Hopefully, I can change a few lives, you know what I'm saying, with this musical platform. So
that's what's up, man. So, how long you been doing what you doing?
It's been a long time. 10 years now. I started 2008 doing this.
Yeah.
Been traveling, working hard, and still working hard. So.
Now, what I hardly ask this, but now I'm gonna ask you.
Uh-huh.
What was the first moment you knew this is what you like really wanted to do? Like, I just want to do this. Was it something you saw, or what happened?
Honestly, life experiences, man. I would say the first time I figured I couldn't live without music, and I think I really, really want to do music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a prime example and a product of the crack generation.
Right.
Witnessed my moms, my pops, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever they was doing in the party life.
Right.
I remember one time, crazy story, we was living in the projects. Me and my moms had moved out to Omaha, Nebraska, actually. This is I was like 7, 8 years old, probably. And I remember her selling my boombox. My pops got me this cold-ass boombox. I think I had, what tape did I have? Like some UGK or something.
Right.
Something I wasn't supposed to be goddamn listening to, but I was listening to like Dirty Money or some shit.
Right.
So we move out there. Moms end up selling the boombox. And I know, we had TV, but the TV wasn't adequate. So I'm sitting in the quiet-ass house, and right then I knew, this music is what I really want to do.
Right.
And I feel with the platform of music, you could change several lives, and especially lives of African Americans everywhere. So it's important.
Right. Right. You're right about that, man, because, they say music is the soundtrack for life.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
That's only I remember shit. I can tell you a song before I tell you a year.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
That's what's up. So, you say you've been doing some traveling. Where are all the places you've been doing your thing?
I was traveling and networking through coast to coast for a while. So I was kind of dropping off doing shows. Ohio. Went to New York several times. Vegas for a couple performances. Miami for a couple performances. Of course, back and forth to Chicago and back and forth to Atlanta.
Right.
Yep.
Right. That's good.
Only
But
ways I probably think I haven't hit was probably more West Coast, and it's a goal to get out there in 2019. So.
Hell yeah, the West. That's where I want to. I want to get out there
Indeed.
too. So, your music. Explain your music, because you said you represent the smooth. So you even got a song called "Smooth About a Minute."
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Everything is it's a smooth flow. The beat selection is definitely smooth, but that's that type of shit you pop in when you're done with that stressful day. So when you're done with work and you headed to the crib and you loosen up the tie or you loosen up the bra, the wig, whatever it looks like, you pop that J-Wingo in and he set the mood right.
Right. When you take that wig off, you know what I'm talking about. You want to hear some J-Wingo.
Exactly.
So, how did the whole style develop, the bow tie, and how did all that come together?
Honestly, it kind of came about. I always consider myself a weirdo when it came to comparing myself against the Milwaukee scene, even back then. But
you ain't got no salt water, do you?
Man, we doing a show over here, man. You just come in hollering.
but something I just gradually gained over time, just kind of setting myself apart, and I just realized the importance of branding, man. Making something that's consistently identifiable with you every time they see you. Like, oh, I see this black ass nigga in a bow tie. So, They kind of know when they affiliate themselves in the bow ties with me in a sense. So.
Man, that's good, because people don't understand. You got to have something that you stand out for and shit. They laugh at these cats that's coming out and they do look clownish, but you remember them. You see him, you know what I'm saying? You like 6'9". Well, if I say his name, you know exactly. He popped into colorful hair, all that popped into your head. You know what I'm saying? So you know who he is. That's important. You right. You got to have something. So the music. Back to the music. What's the newest thing you done put out?
Well, I actually got an album coming.
Okay, so we in the it's coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. Don't get me wrong. Check me out on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. My last album was Smooth Musa, my first Smooth Musa album. I'm working on Smooth Musa 2 now. So, got a lot going. A lot ahead.
A lot going. I see you got a few videos, too. That's important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's what I'm actually trying to do more of. That's where I got to step up my game. It's being more visual, being in front of the camera a little bit more, definitely traveling, that kind of thing, man. My marketing, my promotion game need to hit the gas pedal on that, so I'm working hard towards that and do something different with this upcoming album.
Right, because that's what I tell people, as far as me being in the club, a lot of people, when they come up to request songs, they like, you got YouTube? You know what I mean? That's where they playing all their music from. So I was telling people, sometimes they like, people got fake views, and I'm like, no, not if they popular, because if most of the stuff I'm playing out of, because it ain't nowhere else. It ain't on Spotify or nowhere else. It's only on YouTube. So I have to play it out of YouTube. So you get everybody playing that. They racking up them views. You know what I mean? And I tell people go to World Star because they got that platform, 22 million subscribers that's on YouTube. And then what happens is how them cats running up they views and all that, the video is up on World Star page, but when they click the link, it goes to your YouTube. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to put that up there and take advantage of these big platforms, and you know what I mean? Because that'll get you there.
I mean, honestly, today it's normal. We go forward. It's less about talent and more about the actual hustle. I've seen some people that, in my opinion, I mean, not necessarily in the city, but in the industry, period, that's not really talented, but they got a cold-ass hustle behind their talent.
Right.
And that pushes them and that gets them to the platforms to be exposed, so.
Right. And then you still got to take it further. You know, they still just like, you know, I got here, V100 playing me. I get, 250 to 500 a verse. I getting all the clubs free. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? The shit, I made it. That's it. You know what I mean? So you don't strike me as one of those people going through and actually branding and thinking about what you're doing and having a goal and you targeting the smooth people that like to chill. What's your market?
I mean, honestly, my market can be anybody in the younger generation, so the upcoming generation, because they kind of set the trends and determine what's cool.
Right.
But at the same time, it's definitely for the generation of people who were actually born or grew up during the actual 80s, too. Because, I mean, through all the smooth stuff, don't get the bow ties and shit confused. Like, I'm very, very bar heavy.
Right.
The bars are there. So when you actually paying attention and actually try to direct my music towards people who actually still listen for lyrics, still listen for bars. So
right.
It's important.
Right. Because you do got the bars too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I bought up some music. Is it the smoother music?
Smooth Musa.
Smooth Musa.
Smooth Musa. Actually, it's a rip off of Mansa Musa, of course, the king from the Mali Empire.
Okay.
But I took it and put the smooth on top of it.
Okay.
In a sense, I'm king of the smooth.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
So Smooth Musa.
Is it? I want to play a song because Tory, Lowe, you ever heard it? See, we need.
And it's crazy because I performed at 618 with you too.
Yeah. I remember that. Yep, I got video of you.
Run MKE.
I got video. Run MKE when you was there. I got video from that too.
I remember the record.
I got video from everybody, man. I got so much video. When somebody blow, I will be leasing it. when they tell your story, I will have it for lease. But I want to play a song. What song would be good to play now to get?
Well, honestly, I got Smooth Musa coming up too. Kool-Aid is definitely my single off of that.
That's on here?
So I probably want to introduce that probably more than anything else. You actually was playing it on the promo video we put on social media too.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Well, let me know what tracks you got, and I can introduce anything because it's all a smooth experience.
Because I bought you up on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get you a couple pennies. I got a premium account.
Okay, we got Swan on there that we can introduce to the people.
Okay.
Definitely something smooth.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into that. J-Wingo, man, tell them, bring it in.
Hey man, this is only for the smoothest eardrums in the city or in the world, man. This is Swan. Come sauce with a nigga. Check the bow tie, check the smooth, and that song Smooth.
Yeah, let's go.
Come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Sauce with a nigga, hey. Come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Sauce with a nigga, had to think about snakes, You don't fucking broke niggas, Come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Sauce with a nigga, had to think about snakes, Baby, I'm that nigga, baby, I'm that nigga. While the days I'm with monsters, Jekyll and Hyde, half man, half monster. Been a made man, I ain't never need a sponsor. More high and lows, got a feeling like the opera. Your pretty thing got a thing for the boss title. Cause she a green light, if the sauce right. She came to turn, cause it's ladies' night. So come and kick you with a pilot when we take flight. No GPS, got her lost in the sauce. She good with that stick like a game of lacrosse. Swagger like NASA, just hop in my ride.
Hey,
She
you can
fuck
rap.
the stars, but don't kill my vibe. I must admit that body is right. And the way that you twerking got me hypnotized. Dreaming of being the deep up inside. Damn, I can pop the shit right, it's alright. Come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Nigga had a think boss nigga, had a think boss nigga. Hey, you don't fuck with broke niggas, so broke niggas, come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a baby, hey. Sauce with a nigga, hey. Boss nigga had a think boss nigga, baby, I'm that nigga, so I'm that nigga, so sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Nigga had a think boss nigga, had a think boss nigga. You don't fuck with broke niggas, so broke niggas, so sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Sauce with a nigga, had a think boss nigga, had a think boss nigga, baby, I'm that nigga, so I'm that nigga, so car at a round table, intoxicated room spinning like a turntable. My division multiplying, check the timetables. University school like the month of A. Money go Lego, no Prego, I'm sauce. I know with falsetto, soprano, the cost. Stone like Rosetta, come translate the boss. If you want it, promote it, come fuck with the boss. We go Gambino, so steady we mob. Suit and the tie, jump in for the job. Got real like communion, come sauce with the God. 1357, you a Insta live. If she wanna give me head, no gango. Cause the nigga off the chain, off the Django. Just to say she Blue Jay like Toronto. I buy her new kicks, white belt, taekwondo. Come sauce with a nigga, come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a nigga, hey. Hey, boss nigga, had a groovy. Hey, you don't fuck a broke nigga. You ain't feeling goddamn fool by now. Get out the story, goddamn it. Hey, boss nigga, had a thick sauce nigga. Baby, I'm that nigga, so Benji in the building. C4 in the building. Sauce with a nigga, hey. Hey, boss nigga, had a thick sauce nigga. You don't fuck a broke nigga, so come sauce with a nigga. Come sauce with a baby, come sauce with a nigga, hey.
Yeah. God damn it, J-Wingo. Look, let me get my mic on. So what you got coming up next?
Smooth Musa 2, man. Check out, if you ain't got with me on Facebook, definitely step on that like button for me. That's j.wingo on Facebook, man. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll be posting crazy videos, crazy previews of this upcoming album, man. I'm definitely proud of this body of work. What I've managed to do is actually, I'm like on album number probably 6 right now.
Oh, yeah?
And I managed to make strides and progress each album. So I really, really feel good about this one. I'm definitely going to keep my followers and people that fuck with my music in touch, man.
Right, man. You said 6, you 6 in?
6 in.
Man, I need all 6.
Look, I can get it to you.
All of them,
you can hear the
man.
progress, though. Don't judge me on the earlier shit.
Right. But that's good, man, because you're supposed to get better as you go. That's with anything. You know what I mean? You're going to get better. And I like to see the progression.
That's right. Evolve.
I like that. I like to be like, man, he done really stepped it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like to see that, especially in people that you like. You know what I mean? You like to see them really moving up and getting the swing of things. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Right. So, you got any shows?
Not really coming up. I mean, honestly, I'm really much plotting for my promotion and my marketing for 2019.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of base my tours and what I'm doing on that. I mean, I get so much love from the city in the sense I can't really take the time to really shit on people that don't support because I spend my time praising the people that do support me.
Right.
But I mean, I definitely got a nice little fan base in the city, but it's definitely trying to step outside and see if I can return back home with something, you know, something to carry on my shoulder, something to be proud about.
Right. That's what's up, man. You know.
Stay tuned though, man. Stay tuned to me. Goddammit. Instagram TNJWINGO. Stay tuned to me, and I keep you in tune with the shows all night.
Right, that's what's happening. Make sure, man, tell them where they can get the music and.
Definitely Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, JWINGO. Hey, check my last album. That's Smooth Musa. That's SMOOBAMUSA. Pull up that album and check that out. Put your ears to that. And hit me up and let me know what you think about it. I mean, I like the criticism too. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with it. It makes me a better artist. So.
Right. Cause shit, if you. Even a broke clock right twice a day, goddamn, you know what I mean? Motherfucker might say something you can use, you know what I mean? Shit, like, you know, sometimes that's how it be with me. And at some point, I hate that about myself because I could be arguing with you, you know what I mean? And you can say some real shit, and I'll be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, damn. I still want to be mad, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? The real it be like, man, that was right. Like, all right, yeah, man, I'm going to back down. You know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. We got meal figure clothing. You want us to come over here and say something? Yeah,
And I appreciate the opportunity 100%.
Man, I appreciate you coming. We got to have you back, man. We got to have you back. You want to shout out your peoples?
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out my brother Benji, man, in the building. Who got
he wild with it, too. You know what I'm saying?
My brother C4, man. My producers, Project 80, man. Shout out to him. Johnny John, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the city. Anybody that I see doing music, man, if I see your stuff come across my feed, I'm going to hit the share button on it.
Right.
Support it 100 grand, because, I mean, it's a two-way street. If I expect it, I got to lead by example, so. It's all 100. If you from Milwaukee and you really doing your thing, keep eating on these niggas, man. Right. Fuck every other city right now. Let's just do us. Point blank and period, man.
Right.
100.
And hit the share button anyway. It don't cost you shit. You're already there. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to see Tory Lowe stuff or something and just be like, I'm going to just share it. What is going to hurt?
Exactly.
God damn, man. People, you know what I mean? These goddamn people. You know what I mean? Man, they act like it's going to kill them. You on there. But say something they don't like. Let them be arguing with you.
Some drama.
Right. Yeah, they could be on there all go live talking about I'm getting beat up or it's a fight. Right away, 20 people gonna be on there. But come on there like, I'm gonna tell y'all about my new song. You probably get 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I learned that. That's why I started doing the P.O. Cosby. I'm like, they like this drama. Here I am sitting up, I got 55 viewers. I ain't never had 55 viewers at once. Right. I'm like, this is what y'all want. So I'm going to give it to you a couple times a week and drive my numbers up because that's what it's about, goddamn.
Sell the drama.
Yeah, because they want it. It's a shame they want it. Like, man, you will see a fight video, that thing might have 19 million views. Here you trying to get 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to be fighting in the video. You got to be in your video. It got to be some real fight. You got to go somewhere and start a fight, and then try to do your video. Why they fight? Yeah, you have 1 million views for you, man. Like that, dog. Straight up, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Taking time out. Mill Figure Clothing in the building. Benji Franco. Big Rob, Joe, Hawaii 5-0, you dig, Neff back there holding it down, always holding it down, Tory Lowe, my man Syer everywhere, that's his name, Syer everywhere, everywhere you look up, he be tapping me on my shoulder, like, you could have killed me, where you come from, man, tapping me, man, where's security at, man? But, man, shout out to everybody, man. We're going to take some pics and then we're going to get up out of here because I'm at Gold Diggers. If anybody want to come down, 4750 North Hopkins. Now I'm finna go turn up there. Yeah, look, I be in here like all straight laced. Then I go in there to the strip joint. Come home broke like I ain't even work. You know what I'm saying? I got to stop tipping these girls at work, man. They know how to work you. They see an older dude, they like, yeah, I'm finna go put this little 20-year-old ass on him. I forgot there was a young lady in there, man. Let me cut it out. I'm done on that note, man. I'm done. I forgot. I'm sorry, young lady, man. I'm over here. Look, your pops done bought. He know how I be talking over here, man. They know how I be talking. But let's take some pics, man. I'm gonna let everybody get out of here. I appreciate y'all once again. Let me put on a little music. So, yeah, man, Mr. Tory Lowe, finally got him on my show, man. Finally got you over here, man. Because we was live on Spreaker. I'm going to share that link in a minute. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Man, share it. You got to share these episodes, man. Share them for me. Look out for me. Share them. Get people in tune. That you know we got this going on. She got Mill Figure Clothing. Make sure you holler at T-shirts on. Look him up on Facebook. Tony Mills on Facebook. You did. Who we got? Brad Fax. We got Brad Fax next week. What's up, everybody that tuned in? We missed a bunch of people, but it's all good. I done shared it almost 80 times, so everybody go do that shit. What's somebody saying? What's up to Syer? Look, they call Big D rude. He just came in the door hollering and shit. Where you nigga? We ain't down south. You come in here hollering. Bow, you got it. You know what we doing over here. You know what we doing over here. Shout out to y'all, man. Like the episode, share the episode. Thank you.